call this regular session of the Employee Council meeting that we're holding on Wednesday, August 14th at 10:05 a.m. And it's in the City Hall meeting room at 915 Estorville Road, Bisbee, Arizona. I'm going to do roll call. Nina Williams is present. Allison Williams? Present. Joe Ward will be here in a few minutes. Yvonne Ward? Present. Jay Ritchie?
Present.
Kyle Mahoney?
Present.
Josh White?
Present.
Rochelle Davis, I'm not sure, so probably absent. And Joelle Landers, our Personnel Director and our Staff Liaison. Before we get started with the agenda, I would like to welcome Ms. Joelle.
Thank you.
As being our new Staff Liaison and our new Personnel Director, we're so happy to have you. And then we're going to get into Ms. Teresa Coleman, but I just want to say thank you so much. We're so excited that you're here.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to item number 1, discussion and approval of the minutes of the February 13th, 2019 meeting. Take a look at them and make sure you don't have any questions. Oh, I don't know if you have them. That's okay. We'll just table, we'll make a motion to table this, and we'll bring it back at the next time. You wanna make that motion?
I move to table the approval of the minutes until we have them in front of us, the next meeting.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 2, introduction of the new city manager, Teresa Coleman.
Hi, well, I just introduced myself to Kyle, so I think I'm up to date. The mayor did touch me for getting a name yesterday, so I'm not perfect, but I'm trying really hard. Does anybody have any questions for me, or?
We didn't know if you wanted to say anything to us. Let us.
Yeah, you know, it's just thank you for the warm welcome from all of the employees. I really appreciate it. And be patient with me if I don't get everybody's name right away.
That's all right.
Okay.
All right, we'll move on to item number 3, distribute handouts concerning compensation and benefits to be discussed at the special meeting to be held on September 4th, 2019. Attached this morning, you should have had a copy of those, the current policy, the civil service recommendation, the amendment to the policy that was pulled from the agenda. So I'm going to let Ms. Joelle speak a little bit.
Okay.
Well, we cannot have a discussion, so she's just going to let us know, and then we'll have the discussion on the special session on the floor.
Prior to me taking the personnel director position, it looked like in January that the Employee Council put forth recommendations to the Civil Service Commission. There were 12 proposed corrections or amendments to the personnel rules and regulations. At this point, I feel like the PTO policy is probably the most pressing for employees. That's why I grabbed this one first to address. I wanted to make note that the Civil Service Commission's recommendation by Mr. Budge was to hold the PTO policy amendment until Finance can review the financial impacts and determine how it will be budgeted. I did confirm via email with Carrie Bagley, the Finance Director, that she was not contacted or met with regarding those concerns. It was pulled from the agenda, the June 4th council, just due to the fact that I believe what was proposed, and that there were some text changes, but the biggest part of it was letter L. And I would like to ask that prior to the next meeting, if you have notes, if you have any information about what was discussed by you and what you were wanting in that policy. I hate to start from square one, but I really feel like right now, with new personnel director, new city manager, I think we might want to look at this with fresh eyes. Additionally, after we sort of maybe come to an agreement on the PTO policy, then I believe we should review the other 12 that were put forth for amendment and really kind of understand what the employee council was wanting, if that was coming from you, if it was coming from personnel. I would like to get more information. So again, my apologies for making anyone do double work, but I really do feel like it would be best to move forward as a cohesive unit where we're all on the same page with what the intents were. And that's all.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to item number 4, discuss the Civil Service Commission with regards to the job description. Allison?
So historically, the Civil Service Commission was used for looking at job descriptions and passing that before that volunteer committee as well, and looking at changes to current job descriptions or the creation of new job descriptions before they went to mayor and council for approval. And that has fallen off in the past few years. And the Civil Service Commission, I think, is really important. It's in the charter, and I think it would be really beneficial to the employees and to mayor and council when they are presented this information, that there is a commission behind them who has gone through the language, examined the job descriptions in the context of the other positions, current positions and previous. It would also be really beneficial to our new personnel director. So my recommendation, or at least examination, is to look at using civil service again in this manner. That they like to do it, and it would, I think, benefit all the employees.
Does anybody have anything else to say?
I have a question. Was something formally done that removed the Civil Service Commission from that, or were they just no longer used? Do you know?
Well, I think there hadn't been a quorum in a while, then we got a quorum, and now we don't have a quorum. But I think when they did have a quorum, they weren't used.
Okay. Thank you.
And then, yes, to get members for civil service to have a quorum is always good. That's what.
So as of today, there is no quorum.
No, there's only one member left
Oh,
Is
on
there?
that committee.
One member became a city council member.
Okay.
And that position went vacant.
One moved.
One moved,
Okay.
so there should only be one left.
So I guess working on filling that commission is good. And that is one of the commissions that is in the charter, so.
That's correct. But if I might answer the question, there was nothing, I do believe that the city manager and prior personnel director felt that it wasn't necessary to take it to civil service. And I believe that that's their function, so I would like to take it to civil service. So we'll work on refilling those positions.
Thank you.
Can I add then for your next agenda, a potential visitor center position review? And I can't tell you what that position might be. I meet with the marketing folks on August 26th. And they already have some ideas on how a visitor center position will support their marketing efforts. And then I could bring to you a recommendation to fill that position.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to the comments. Allison?
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to thank the Bisbee Fire Department. In previous years, the Bisbee Police Department has been the sponsor of our end of summer reading program, barbecue and pool party. And this year, the Bisbee Fire Department took on that role. And Chief Castillo and some volunteers and other firemen all came. And I just wanted to thank them, and also to say that as a city government to have departments work together, and we've been really lucky because the library is, you know, so much in the public and working specifically for the community in a public way, but to have other departments engage with us and support us and help, as the police department has done, as the city clerk's office has done, Public Works in the past. It is just so great to have this interaction between departments and to have the city role, the city functioning in support of community events. So I just really want to thank everybody for that.
I just wanted to remind everybody again that we're going to have a special meeting on September 4th to discuss the handouts that we were given. And then I'd also like to ask Joelle if she could encourage Public Works to get another person to attend so that we'll have 2 for their representation. Does anybody else have any other comments they would like to make? And welcome, Josh, to our committee, our council.
Madam Chairman, may I make a comment? Okay.
Yes.
So, to let you know, Joelle and I have a meeting tomorrow morning to look at pay equity within the city positions, as well as contemplate a step plan for city employees. Is that something that you would want to take a look at our rough draft at your special meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So we can have that to the agenda.
Anybody have anything else?
I move that we adjourn this session of the Employee Council.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.